Hey everybody, welcome to Chamber Chat. Today I'm happy to have Shannon Haston with me. Welcome, Shannon.
Thank you very much for having me.
Well, I'm proud to have you here. Shannon is a personal trainer, and she has a lot of good advice. She's got a lot of knowledge on this, and I thought it was really interesting and something I needed to hear. And as always, I feel like if I need to hear it and I enjoy it, that everybody else will too. So tell me about what you do and how you got started and everything, Shannon.
I got started with my own personal journey. It has never been very easy for me to lose weight. Several years ago, I think I had tried every product I could get my hands on, every gimmick, when really all it took was me learning how to eat right and a good daily regimen of exercise. And I found a joy and love in running.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to learn more about the body. I studied and gained my certification and sort of jumped in with both feet and started training people at the Scottsboro Retcom.
Mm-hmm.
And what I do is I go in and I'll do a fitness assessment for each individual client that I have. I have some people that just want to lose weight. I have some people that are recovering from an injury. I have just some people that just want to get fit, period.
Right.
But I have to do an assessment to find out what your goals are, what you plan to gain from our time and our training, and we work from there. We set some goals. I measure my clients. I am not a nutritionist, although I can advise my clients on nutrition, but I do not lay out what I would say a meal plan.
Right.
They would need to seek a nutritionist advice for that. But we do go over some healthy eating habits and put them on a good exercise regimen. Now, when I go into the gym, basically I'm going to work you out. I'm going to show you how to warm up, proper stretching, how to use the equipment properly, body position and alignment, and I'm going to make you rotate around so that we exercise your entire body.
Okay. Some of the things that you're talking about, I had not heard of or did not know about, and assumed, like a lot of people may assume, you just go in and just do your thing. But if you don't do it properly,
you can really set yourself up for some injuries.
Right.
And I think, people get in a panic a lot of time. And when I see them, they come in the gym full force and they're going to do the workout of their life in 1 or 2 days, and then they're not going to be able to move for 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
And that's not how it has to be. And I think a lot of people have a misconception about, well, I don't know what I'm doing, or I don't want a trainer that's going to sit there and yell at me or make me have a boot camp. Boot camp is a wonderful exercise program, but it is for somebody not on an entry level.
Right.
If it's done correctly. But most people enter the gym very timid. Mm-hmm. They will find the first machine they can go. They hit the door, find the first machine they can get to, and look around and hope nobody's watching, and attempt it with no idea what they're doing. Not how to set the seat, not how to set the bar, not how to set the weight. I think they're trying too hard.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be. It can be a short term for somebody that just wants to go in the gym and do pretty much the same things, although I wouldn't advise that, but it is a good way to start. Training can be short term or it can be long term. Mm-hmm. I have some people that I've been training the whole time that I've been a trainer, and I still have them. And they'll tell you that it's still different every single time they enter the gym. I try to keep it fresh. I don't want somebody to get bored. I want them to challenge themselves. I can't let somebody get too comfortable in what they're doing, because their bodies can still change. Right. They just have to take it a step further each time.
Right.
But I am a very big believer in safety. Mm-hmm. I am a personal trainer that considers the health and safety of my clients first. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to put them at risk for their blood pressure to go too high, their heart rate to go too high, on the first session that we train.
Right.
And I think that's a big misconception with a lot of people as well.
Right. Yeah. It's sort of like people think they need to be at a certain level before that they seek help, and really, that's not true.
No, that's my job, is to help people get started and find something they enjoy doing and continue it on.
Right.
I don't want to beat somebody down. I want to help somebody reach their goals. So that's what I love about my job, is I actually feel like I worked at the Wembley House for years, but I really didn't feel like I truly got to help people. I feel like now I get to help people.
Right.
And it's a joy to me to get to work with people and learn new things all the time.
Right. And you having your own personal experience and your own story, you're very, I'm sure, empathetic with people.
It's hard.
And it's not like they're, like you said, we talked about yesterday, the thing that they have on TV. What's that training program?
It's The Biggest Loser.
The Biggest Loser. So it's not like it's somebody that's just always been fit and just, I don't understand why you're not fit, and let's whip you into shape. You know?
I am. I can remember my journey and my journey is not really over. It's just continuing on. I exercise six days a week. I let my body rest for one, but I enjoy it. I mean, that's not what everybody has to do. That's what I have chosen to do for myself. But I just don't want people to be afraid.
Right.
And I don't want people to be afraid to take the first step.
Right.
I mean, I try, and I hope that's what I do, is put people at ease on our first meeting. You know, I'm on your team. I'm here to help you get where you need to go.
Right.
Rather than, I'm not here to beat you down and put you in a tough mutter next week.
Well, what are some of the common excuses that you hear?
My all-time excuse that I hear probably more than anything is I don't have time. And I just think that's poor time management. I have 2 children that are very active in what they do. I'm on the Wembley House right now, although I'm trying to close that chapter in my life. I have a training business. I do have Shannon's Roadrunners that we do on Saturdays. I teach a class. I make time because I know it's important. We make time to go to the doctor. We make time to go to the dentist. We shouldn't put ourselves last. We need to make ourselves a priority and schedule that time as well.
Absolutely. Well, you know, one of the excuses that I've used many times is I'm just too tired. But I find if I ever do get into a regular regimen of at least even just walking regularly or something like that the more I do, the more energy I have, and I'm not as tired. And you know, there's so much to be said for the endorphins and all that stuff too.
And the stress relief. Huge stress relief that
everybody needs that
exercise gives you, honestly.
Right.
And I think people don't realize it until they get into it. And you know, it's sort of like clean eating. We were talking about clean eating. You don't realize how much better you feel when you put good foods in your body rather than the bad. Right. It makes a difference all the way around.
Right. And I believe that. And I'm far from a clean eater, but just recently have way cut back on Diet Cokes and drinking a lot more water. And honestly was just kind of amazed at how much better I felt. I thought, well, this is just age. I'm going to feel this way. But I don't have to feel that way, and that was awesome.
Well, and I think people fear the imperfections as well. What if I can't do this? Or what if I can't stop this? You know, like I say, I'm not here to judge someone or go, you know, you've got to be perfect all the time.
Right.
I encourage them to be better and to set goals for themselves to be more positive about, you know, cutting out the Diet Cokes, or, I mean, a big one is quitting smoking or starting a good, solid exercise regimen. I mean, in all different aspects of it.
Right. And it's something that you're on a journey with them and helping them along instead of judging, you know, and
Yeah.
think, well, you're not doing right, and you're going to get in trouble and all that. Well, I have some more questions I want to ask you, and we're kind of running out of time,
Okay.
so we're going to take a break for a minute, and we'll be right back.